Boom. Bam. Let's fucking go. That felt good.
I don't think that was the right words. Host as the first attempt, it's pretty fucking good.
Oh my gosh.
Caleb Beaver, J.R. Howell, Paper Self, Taylor the Thumb Self from Self-Made Training Program, Matt Souza from CrossFit Livermore, Caleb from an undisclosed location, J.R. Howell, CrossFit Crash, 2 affiliate owners,
Sevan Podcast,
guy
CEO,
guy in the U.S. military, deployed, trying to keep it so we can be free and say shit that we want to say. Another guy, Taylor, is a aspiring games athlete. Had a slight hiccup this year.
Slight.
Jason Hopper and Taylor, amongst other, Mike McDonald, amongst others, train at JR's Gym, CrossFit Crash. Some people would argue that it's the finest gym on the Eastern Seaboard. That's the East Coast of the United States, by the way. That's the part that's like Europe and not free. If you are watching now, I would highly recommend you subscribe to the show and hit the notification bell. In 500 shows, I do not think I've ever said that once. Here's the reason why I'm saying it today, because I tried to find CrossFit Games shit that was like interesting and worth watching, and I found none. Then I tried to find anything to watch, and all I could find today was content that either I had put out or Craig Ritchie had put out. And the Craig Ritchie shit was put out a day ago, and I seriously don't know how anyone fucking watches that. It had 75,000 views. You're a fucking god amongst morons, Mr. Ritchie. I watched 15 minutes of your show. 3 minutes of it were you getting your pillow fluffed in first class. Whatever you're doing, God bless you. You are like serving opium to the masses. I seriously do not know how you do it, but I'm jealous, envious, and I would love to be retarded, but I'm not. So I can't enjoy your work, but I can appreciate your success. Fuck, it's garbage. Granted, I only made it through half of it. Man, it's so fucking bad. Becoming unwatchable. 20 seconds of it was his dogs playing. Then it's him in his first class seat. Then it's him and his girlfriend playing golf. It's fucking crazy. I just want to see, like, I would rather have Hiller fucking tell me about why Danielle Brandon's nail polish is going to help her win the games. I mean, literally, at least then there's something. I swear to God, the people who watch your shit, it must be because their life is so fucking horrible. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but you're killing it. It kind of gives me the Rock effect. Like, he has 300 million Instagram subscribers and he's just a vapid douche selling fucking alcohol and energy drinks and ice cream during the fucking pandemic. Sorry, what were you going to say, Taylor? These are my opinions, by the way. These are not of these guys. Go ahead, Taylor.
Craig Ritchie?
Well, I don't know if I'm talking about Craig Ritchie. I guess the part I'm saying about Craig Ritchie is fucking he's right in that fucking lane of retarded fucking popularity. It's fucking what a stud. I like if you want content, sorry, going back to subscribe and hit the bell. If you want content, like, we're going to put out a shitload of content. It's going to be fucking interesting. We're going to have a shitload of fucking amazing guests. The analysis is going to be fucking thoughtful to a point where you're going to think that maybe JR should be on some sort of Asperger's medication. But it's going to be a week of that being pounded into you. 5, 6, 7, 10 shows a fucking day for the next 7 days.
Let's go.
And then afterwards, when you don't want to hear any of my shit anymore, and like you just want to go out and get your 5th booster, then just unsubscribe. But until then, don't hold it against yourself or these guys, because they're going to give you some thoughtful shit about the games. And fucking epic people are going to fucking stomp through here.
It's going to be the best games coverage all weekend. Not even close.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and please don't punish Gabe over at Paper Street either. Go buy his coffee. He's got a booth over in Vendor Village. I highly recommend you go over there and say hi to him. He's a huge supporter of the show, and this kind of coverage wouldn't be possible without him. Of course, 100%. If JR, Taylor, Caleb, and Matt Souza weren't doing this, I would just be interviewing just like a UFC fighter right now, or like some author of some book who wrote about the value of paper clips, the invention of paper clips, like shit on my tree. And then there's California Hormones, and that is our sugar daddy. That is what keeps absolutely the lights on. That's cahormones.com, and they got an amazing deal for you. And go over there, get your blood. If you're in California, get your blood work and your doctor's consultation for free. If you're outside of California, have your insurance pay for your blood work. Type in Sevan and you'll get your consultation free. It's that easy. Like just do it and then you're done with it. It's cool. Oh yeah. I should start calling my viewers legends. How about I want to fuck all your moms?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Their moms are old as fuck.
I don't
dude.
care. That's
You
what I
don't
mean.
care?
I'm DEI. I'm the embodiment of DEI.
Dude,
Now listen.
you need a gallon of Crisco
I
to
think
fuck all their moms.
The average age is like
That is
40 of our listeners.
foul.
Jesus.
Ouch.
You'll have to use seed oils.
I refuse to use these. Lucky camera straps. Games coverage from the podcast has already been epic. Please take this Australian money and in return tell me who I should play in event 2A and 2B, Guy Vigneault or Mayor. I will right now. You will get J.R. Howell and Taylor to tell you that. We put the show on pause. Ladies and gentlemen, in event 2, can you tell us what event 2A and 2B is? Can you bring up the graphics, Mr. Souza? Yeah. So don't think for a second I'm not a whore. Like $20, you stop the show stops.
Guy Vigneault or Mayor?
Yeah.
Guy for sure.
In which one?
In 2A and 2B. I mean, those are 2A is the lift score or the run time accumulation.
2A is the run, and 2B is the max jerks, and 2A is the shuttle runs that are 400, 600, and 800.
Travis and then Guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mayor then Guy.
Oh, let Mayor run it. Let Mayor.
Oh
Mayor's-
yeah, Travis is
Yeah.
a great runner,
He can run.
and his
Okay.
fucking quads are huge too. Like if you see like pictures of him running, it looks like they're gonna fall off of his femurs. That's how big they are. It's crazy.
Okay, so just subscribe and hit that bell, and then you'll get all the notifications. Thank you, Lucky Camera Straps. If that's really your business, you should DM me. I'm looking. I have a crazy collection of camera straps. I'd like to see them. Ken Walters, thank you. You're a beast. Thank you very much. I did. There was a new CEO announced today. Dawn
Fawn, fall,
Foul.
What's the last letter?
Faul.
F8
Yeah.
foul.
F-A-U-L.
Don Foul.
Don Foul. Do you want to take a
It's
shot
a
at it,
fall.
Caleb?
Don
Fall?
Fall.
think it
I
was
would say
Don
fall.
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 I think
Yeah,
it's
Don Fall.
Dave said
Mall.
fall last night.
Like Mall. MAUL.
Don
AUL
Fall?
is all. Yeah, Don Fall.
They should put that in the spelling bee.
Damn, that's a sick name. Don Fall.
JR.
I would say fall, like hall with an H.
Yeah. He's got a
Or
name
like
to be a
Fall,
CEO.
fall guy.
He's the fall guy. No, I think he's gonna. His penis is gonna fall in your mouth, Todd.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
So- he's got the blue check.
He
good to go.
already has the blue check. We were talking earlier, Sevan, he did not have it, and he has it now.
Oh
will-
no way! Just like that.
Just like that.
Damn.
Fuck. What do you have to do?
You don't want to know.
Who's
Oh,
cock?
he got someone in
Like
it.
trying to get a
So
wrench.
he comes from Facebook. I think his wife works at Facebook. I think his son works at Facebook. I think his mom works at Facebook. I think his dad works at Facebook. I think his sister, the whole fucking family works at Facebook. They're
Oh.
all. Let me see how many followers he has now. I saw earlier today he had 200.
No
Yeah.
way. 200.
Oh, he's 2,000.
Okay, 2,000.
Not quite as fast as the Rosa train.
Okay, so still, that's good.
Not sure I like that link there.
Ah,
The affiliate map link would be cooler.
okay. We'll get him on. We'll get that.
We'll talk to
we'll-
him about it.
Yes.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good link.
I'm just saying.
I expect you to tell him that in his first press conference you're attending, Souza.
That's right.
Dude, you should. You really should. Just
That'll
take
be-
take the gloves off, dude.
I like his top profile picture.
Yeah.
He looks like he looks like a British explorer.
Yeah, he's got some Bond in him, some James Bond.
Got the
For sure.
smolder.
Like in
I don't
South
judge anyone by their
America's-
looks. I don't judge anyone by their looks. I reached out to Dave today, and I said, "How involved were you with the picking of the new CEO?" His response was, "Don't worry about it." I said, "Do you know this guy?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Do you like him?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Did you serve with him?" He said, "No." I said, "Is it true he's your? Is it true your wife is his sister?" He said, "No." I said, "Are you related to him at all?" He said, "No." I said, "Have you known him for more than a year?" He said, "Dude, I'm not doing an interview with you." And then he hung up on me. So that's
the fifth question. He realized what was happening here.
That
Yeah.
call lasted longer than that. Come on.
actually, he said, "I'm not doing an interview with you." And then so then I said, "Well, have you known him for more than a year?" And then he said it again. And then we went back and forth and played that game like two fucking broken robots, like two fucking people who didn't want to give up. And then he just hung up. So, but I know I believe that when Dave a few months ago went to Palo Alto, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on over here?"
Mhm.
I believe that Dave was meeting with this guy and some other guys, and I believe this guy was in the room, and I also believe that Greg Glassman was in the room. And I say that to stir the pot, but actually, I don't know if there's really any pot to stir. But I do believe that. I mean, you can think I'm not running wild with it, but I kind of want you guys to. But from what I know, it's just coincidence. It was just, rich, powerful motherfuckers meeting in a room together, just because they're all around. Don Fall served as head of operations for Pinterest.
Fuck.
That was the one that just like turned into a porn site, right?
That's
No,
not-
no.
No.
Yeah.
That-
No, Pinterest just ended
No.
up just being like, it went from like how to make your own matches to like
How
how to make.
No, that's
No.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
No, there was one of these.
OnlyFans didn't start out as a DIY site, Caleb. Let me tell you.
Yes, it
Is that what
did.
Pinterest
Dude, I swear
is?
to God, it did.
Did it really?
OnlyFans
OnlyFans
started out
of
as
my
like, here, let me teach
woodworking?
you things, and then all of a sudden people were like, "Oh, hey, I can put my nudes on there," and now they fucking threw it on there.
Oh, I'm
Maybe you're
thinking
thinking
of
of Tumblr.
Tumblr. I'm thinking of Tumblr,
Tumblr.
right?
There
Yeah,
you go.
Tumblr.
Visco? Did he work for Visco?
VP of Global Online Operations for Facebook and Manager of Online Sales Operations Google. Yeah. So I'll stop. I don't want to fucking just completely shoot myself in the foot right off the bat, but it doesn't look good for me and him.
We give him a chance.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the military. That's good. But there are
That
some
holds
woke
a lot of weight.
motherfuckers in there too. Anyway,
he won me
I
over
know
already.
I do think that it is an enormous mistake unless you hate Justin Berg to announce this right now. This is the working at CrossFit HQ is an extremely it's a political monster, and especially at the top, it's crazy to fucking navigate. I mean, a lot of people at the top don't sleep at night, and so for you to bring in a guy that has been associated with Dave months ago during the middle of the games while Justin's running it, I would only do that if I wanted to fuck Justin up. So whoever did it, I think either hates him or is a retard. I mean that in the clinical sense. No one get upset. Be like, he said the R word. No, I mean it like in the clinical sense, like damaged, like mentally, like damaged. Like, look it up.
Lack of development.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lack of some sort of development.
You want me to play devil's advocate on that?
Please, yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I wonder if the strategy was him announcing it at the games because rumor has it he's going to actually be at the games. And I think one of the things that we talked a lot about is there was nobody forward facing, there was nobody accountable, there was no like real leadership there. So maybe this is their attempt at saying, hey, here's a new CEO. We just announced it. Now he's going to be walking around. He's approachable. You guys can go up and ask him some questions.
I think that's exactly why they did it. I'm guessing that's exactly why they did it. I'm guessing he is going to be there. I don't think he's going to show his best face there. I don't think you want to put him in that position. That was a horrible position to put Rosa in. That was a horrible position.
You know what I would have loved to see is him and Dave travel around to the affiliates together when Dave did that. I would have loved to have seen him almost like, who's this guy with Dave? He's talking, he's listening, he's sitting in the background, he's taking notes, he's meeting affiliate owners, he's really involved in visiting and being inside the affiliates. Then they make the announcement. And then you would have a bunch of affiliates owners that Dave met with. That way, oh, wait a minute, I met that guy. I didn't realize he was going to be the CEO. I really liked him. And then now you have the affiliate owners kind of champion him up in front rather than kind of dropping him into the ocean of the CrossFit Games.
Hey, if he's a mill guy, this is what made me think of this is because you said about affiliates. If he's a mill guy, you would think that people's positions and how they perform, it's life and death, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he would never put the guy who's the very best at packing parachutes in charge of putting gas in the fucking trucks. He would have him be packing parachutes and the guy who's good with the gas pump over here. That all I'm saying is it's fucking nuts that they brought in. Like, if I'm Justin, I'm tripping. Like, this guy's not putting people like those people in power now who made the decisions are full blown admitted racist. They put people in racist, sexist, all that stuff. They put people in power based on their sex, sexual orientation, and race, color of their skin. I don't even know if it's race; it's color of their skin. Like, they're open about it. They're not even lying about it. I don't think an advanced military guy does that. But he did work at Facebook, who's the king proponent of that stuff. So I don't know. But I put the fucking Aromas Mexican back in at the games. That's all I'd be thinking if I was Justin. And I'm telling you, I worked there. It's like that. Like, people are like holding on for fucking dear life.
Don't you think he probably would have used the same concepts when he was working at Facebook though too, putting people that did the best job in the right position?
No, not well, kind of, but they.
He was in the military first though. He was in the military first.
Great point.
But
he was in the military first, but then he took a job at Facebook, which has values that we know that
Yeah, I hope you're right,
guys
Caleb.
within that company that are pretty good at their
I hope you're right. And hey, maybe he knows something. Maybe I'm wrong, and it actually is better. It is better to be racist and sexist. Maybe it is better to hire people based on their skin color. I just don't. I'm just not. I haven't got there yet. Hold on. Why? Sorry. Sevan, why do you have a tampon string on your finger? Because it's that time of month for your mom, Graham. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Hey, I gotta kind of come out hard on the first shows because you're gonna be watching all week, people, and like you don't want to be like caught off guard with this shit.
Desensitize you right away.
Let's go.
I think I have been reporting Lauren Fisher's injury wrong. I thought it was her shoulder. I saw her do a snatch today, and then I got a DM from someone who I think is in the know, who told me that it's this thing, latimus dorsimus fiximus maximus. I hear it's her lats, and and what makes me think that might be true too is I was told that she can't do a muscle up. So we saw on her. Can we go over to Lauren's and Reykjavik's Instagram? Do you have any thoughts on that? Either of you guys on what her injury could be?
Well, no, it's all speculation. If it's her lat, she's probably better off than if it's a fucked up shoulder. You pull a muscle, you tear a muscle. I mean, it depends on the tear. A torn lat can be pretty bad. But generally speaking, muscle tissue heals a whole lot faster than any sort of tendon issue. So
keep scrolling. Let's look. Keep going. Let's look at the last time we saw her doing a pulling movement. Keep going.
Yeah, that's speculative.
I hear you. I mean, I'm not asking you, like, it's not life and death. It's okay to speculate. It's sport. Let's play. Okay, here we go.
There it is. What's the date?
Yeah.
April. You think
June
that's
16th.
the last time she did? Oh, June. Okay.
June. Yeah.
Oh, I have bad eyesight. I shouldn't be able to drive.
Okay. Hey, she's doing a bunch of them. She's doing 6. Oh, I saw in that last muscle up. I saw that's where she pulled her lat. Did you see that?
That was it.
Hey, for everyone watching, Lug Danny's muscle up. Oh, never mind. I'll go fuck myself.
So that's the kind of the update on her. have any of you guys had a chance to watch any of Hiller's videos this week?
No, I have not had time to watch them. I do
JR?
enjoy his content.
I want to say I watched the one at the beginning of the week, like Mondays.
Caleb, have you had a chance? Matt?
No,
No.
I'm not.
Everyone just look at Annie's feet real quick. That's how they should look in a muscle up. They stay low and she turns over and her feet stay together. Bam. And if yours don't look like that, you're not good at muscle ups. All right.
That's a good PSA. I like that. One of the things that he said was that in 2008, 4% of the athletes, I can't remember which video it was, 4% of the athletes were affiliated at the CrossFit Games. Here we are in 2018. 2018, approximately 4% of the take two. Ignore everything I just said about that. In 2018, 4% of the athletes were not affiliated.
Yeah.
In 2018, who went to the CrossFit Games as individuals. Okay? 2018, 4% were not affiliated.
4%. No.
Now, in 2022, 15% of the athletes in the individual competition are not affiliated. Some of the examples he gave were Houdet. And he said that they belong to teams now. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? And one of the things I was thinking that CrossFit should do, they should have always done, is offer maybe athletes a free L1 and a free affiliation. Oh, there it is. Great, good, fine. Holy shit. Okay.
Hey, didn't they do that in the past? Because I remember seeing all the games athletes like 2012 to 2016. Like you saw them at the L1. Like they were there either working out, attending it, or were staff members themselves. Was that a thing back then, or were they just that connected to the community?
I can't remember. I do remember like being in Carson and like I remember like seeing athletes and being like, "Hey, do you have your L1?" And they would be like, "No," and I'll be like, "Okay, contact me after the games and I'll get it for you."
Yeah, because my L1 early 2013 had Miranda, Pat Barber, Jason Kliepa, and Neil Maddox.
Those are games athletes who are on seminar staff.
Right. But I'm just saying that's how tight the connection was then.
Right. Maybe I have not given this a lot of thought with my business mind on. Maybe it's good that there's fewer who are affiliated with an affiliate. But I don't think so. My gut instinct is it's not good.
No, I don't
Well,
think so.
if it's just, he's talking about the individual athletes.
That's the way I took it.
Okay. So that's 12 individual athletes, which out of 80 is not.
But it's trending in the wrong direction.
It is trending in the wrong
And it's-
direction for
and it's
sure.
And why do you say that?
4 years.
Why do you think it's not good?
Why I think it's bad? Well, if you take the pill that CrossFit sells, that these CrossFit Games athletes are the tip of the spear and revitalize the community and are an example of what to strive for, potentially an example of, the average person's picture of perfection and their motivation and their examples, and they don't work out an affiliate.
Yeah.
What are they an example of? Like Justin Medeiros' comment on that Beyond the Whiteboard post, which I honestly just think is fucking annoying. Don't say that, dude. You're at the top. Shut the fuck up. And that's it.
Yeah, and
I guarantee you Adam made him run sprints for that. Sorry, go ahead, JR.
Yeah, I think also it may be a little bit more simple than that. If you're a professional or an aspiring professional, you probably need to be spending 5 to 8 hours in the gym. And if you're affiliate owner and space is limited and that person needs to have access to whatever they need, they may need to train during class time. You don't have the square footage to offer them a space where they can do what they need to do and compete the way they need to try to compete while classes are going on or in between classes. I mean, I have 8 classes a day. I'm sure there's gyms that have 10 or 12. So if you don't have the space, and if you're an athlete and you don't want to be a jackass and walk into a gym and say, okay, well, I need to have access to everything at all times, then maybe you train on Tuesdays at a gym down the road because they have ropes that are high enough to climb. And then on Wednesday, you usually do most of your machine work, and that the gym in the other direction has every concept machine. And you just kind of bounce around from affiliate to affiliate, whether you pay for it or not. But it makes it feel like you're not putting the gym owner under duress by having to make exceptions for you. So I think a lot of it may just be the athlete trying to not be selfish versus the gym owner saying, you can only do what's on the whiteboard. You can't do your own programming. It's a bad example. Get out of here.
Well, I don't think that's what I meant. And to Justin's credit, he is a big guy in the community. I mean, he goes to Adam's affiliate. I'm not saying that he's not and he doesn't enjoy affiliates. What I'm saying is when an athlete doesn't affiliate with the gym or expresses their preference to not go to an affiliate, what does that say to the rest of the community?
Yeah, and I think even Justin does the classes.
Yeah, which is sick.
Right.
That's one of my favorite things to do is the class workout. It's so much fucking fun. People are fun. And so maybe these people who are unaffiliated just hate people, and in which case they're not an example of anything and don't fucking watch them.
Well, I think JR nailed it maybe. Let me ask you some leading questions here. JR, how many serious people do you have working out at your gym that have games aspirations?
Can we go ahead and put semifinals in there or just games?
Just but I mean, if they that have semifinals, games, that have aspirations to compete.
Everybody at his gym.
But serious aspirations to compete.
At least 20.
Yeah, so that's crazy, right? Because when you were talking about the example, you're just talking about one guy. What if you have two? What if you have three of these jackasses? What if you got 20 of these knuckleheads?
Yeah, we've got a few handful.
That's a whole gym. You need a whole gym for that at that point. At that point, they're fighting with each other, right?
No, I think there's a good mutual understanding there.
Well, you know what I mean by fighting with each other. Fighting is not the right word. Competing for equipment and times. Even they have to work with each other. They like if you had just two, they could be blasé-faire about when they come in, right? With 20,
they know. Yeah, they know the boundaries not to cross with me and with the members who are just taking classes, and they respect it. And a lot of them do the classes every single day, but they just train 3 or 4 more hours in between classes.
Class comes first. I'm always.
Do you have any games aspiring athletes at your gym, Souza?
No. There's probably like one person who comes to mind that would be aspiring to be like a semifinal level, but it's the same exact way what JR and Taylor just said, which is like the class is the priority and everybody else comes second to that. So they come in, they do the class workout as their main metcon, and they just kind of fill in little things. But I also do have a little space off to the side that's not by the class.
Our gym is fucking huge. Let me tell you the story. It was before Granite Games, like a few weeks, and I was doing jerks from the blocks with the class. The class workout was split jerks. I had split jerks. They were taking it from a rack. We had one set of blocks. So I'm taking it from the blocks. And when you drop it, it's loud. And then Andy looks at me after I'm warming up with the class, and he goes, "Hey, what are the chances you fucking take that outside?" And he said it like from across the gym where everyone could hear it. And I just fucking, my face turned red. I went to the bay door. I took my fucking bar out there. I slammed the garage door down. Me and him got into it, but class comes first, even for the best.
It has to. Yep.
Gym's so big, you get there with your girlfriend, or you get there with your mistress, and your girlfriend's on the other side of the gym. That's how big it is. You got a story like that, Taylor?
No, I don't.
What? Good. Okay, so that's a trend worth watching. Do you have an opinion on it, JR? Go ahead, Taylor.
This is a great comment. And this is so interesting. Mike Halpin's comment. Great question. Non-level 1 athletes are giving out programming to people that have no idea beyond a YouTube video how to do a muscle up or a snatch. That's another thing you see a lot in the community is, fuck, anyone puts out a workout. With what? With what experience?
I mean, fuck half.
Yeah.
What's a non-level 1 athlete? Meaning you haven't taken your level 1, or what does that mean?
You're an athlete without a level 1. I'm sure there are a lot. I'm sure there are a fuckload of semifinal athletes without level 1s. I'm sure there are games athletes without level 1s.
Pat Vellner.
Is he really? He doesn't have a level 1?
No. You guys made this the most enjoyable games in recent memory, and we haven't even started yet. Thank you, and here's to a great week. Thanks, Jackson.
Oh, look at that. Follow my programming. So throw that comment up there. Mike's a good guy.
Will Plummer, hi. How can I help you?
How we doing? Figured I'd call in, boys. How we doing?
Good. Closed.
Good. Oh, nice. Closed?
Yeah.
That's good. Should be closed on the internet.
Is Jacob Crouch? That's not Jay Crouch? That's not related to?
I think it's a different Crouch.
Oh. Hey,
Crotch.
he doesn't even like
Take the
that.
crotch.
Let me tell you about
Yeah,
Taylor.
shut up, crotch.
He hates that question because he's not, in his mind, he is a games athlete. He just hasn't been to the games yet. Am I right, Taylor?
Mm.
I think you have to have that mindset.
How
You
can
believe it.
Mr. Plummer, have you been to the venue yet?
Yes, I'm looking at the venue right now. I'm about 50 yards away from the field.
Okay, is there anything you can report to us? Do you see ropes hanging? Do you see any of the fields of play? Anything like that?
I haven't seen rope. I saw the rings on the CrossFit Games story earlier today. But other than that, there isn't really anything inside yet. They're not letting you like on the venue. But you can see the vendor village and the campground.
All right. Do you have any insights for us?
No, I got
Okay.
nothing. I was
Okay.
just calling to say hi.
Okay, thank you. Hi, bye. Okay, Will Plummer, ladies and gentlemen. At the before I switch subjects, JR, do you have any thoughts about that, about those numbers? About do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that the athletes are becoming less and less affiliated with an affiliate, or do you think it's just circumstance of space?
I think it's a little bit more circumstantial, them realizing that they are high maintenance and they do have a lot of needs. And instead of asking gym owners to buy equipment for them constantly, or worrying about being frustrated that someone's in their way when they're working out, they're either trying to find space at their own home to work out, or they're just jumping around to different gyms daily to do different pieces at different spaces.
That's why your environment matters so much. And I think the best athletes have the best environments. And it doesn't, for some, it doesn't have to be an affiliate. Like, yeah, you can go and win the CrossFit Games and not train an affiliate. Matt's a good example of that. But you can also be a huge part of your community and win the games 6 times. And Tia is going to be a great example of that as well.
Sevan, your thoughts on the new CEO? I can only speculate. I mean, just what we've already speculated. Mill guy has known Dave for a while. I think Dave was somehow involved in the pick. I'm guessing. I don't know how. And he was at Facebook, and that's concerning. Just because of their enormous amount of censorship. You have to remember, Facebook was a place that dismantled the largest keto group on the planet. There was like the largest this is less than 2 years ago. There was a group on there pushing ketosis, and Facebook said that that was bad. You have to remember, people. There's people who don't realize this. Greg Glassman was kicked out of fucking 15 gyms for pushing a low carb diet before he started CrossFit. I mean, this shit is fucking serious. Probably the most known, most successful exercise scientist, Timothy Noakes. Basically, they tried to take away his fucking degree in South Africa because of what he was saying about low carb diets. I mean, so Facebook, part of that that they're censored. They're an organization that censors on a bad level. John George, hi, how are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Great.
All right. So I got a couple questions. I'll start with my first one for the boys who do a lot of the programming there. If you take Amanda Barnhart, right, who's a phenomenal.
Where? Like out to
specimen.
dinner?
She's
What do you mean,
awesome.
take her where?
Well, I mean, that would be great too. I mean, I would sign up for that. But no, you take her out of Bergeron's camp and put her in.
Be nice, buddy. Be nice. Be nice. Don't be like Hiller. Be nice.
I'm not going to go like Hiller, but
Okay.
I think there's something missing. She's got all the tools. You put her down, whether it's down in the camp in South Florida with someone like Matt. I just don't know if she's getting or reaching her potential with Bergeron. And I've seen that with some of the other athletes. And I'm curious if you got.
But how can you
See
say
that
it?
or
How
think
can you
that of
say
it?
that? Okay, I'll let you guys answer. I just don't know how you say that, but I'll let you answer. Go ahead. What do you think about her switching camps is what he's asking. Go right, sir?
Do you think change would do good for her? She's a top level, top 10, but she can't seem to get across. And if you look at her and look at her skill set and background, she almost seems like she should be.
I think in order to get better, you have to get really uncomfortable. And I think that's what she did when she initially moved to Boston.
Yep.
and it's really hard. It's hard to armchair quarterback that.
If you had to move her, where would you? Let's entertain this, guys. If you had to move her, Taylor, where would you go? You take her to the Froning Factory, the Mayhem Empire. Take her to HWPO. You take her to Proven.
Well, the problem with the best,
you go out on a limb and you send her to Florida with in hope she does an open mouth kiss.
Well, none of those. I think the problem with those camps, and the problem with huge name coaches is that they have so many athletes. And that's why Matt never used them. That's why Rich never used them, because you don't want to go to some coach who's got 6 other athletes that they have a fucking stake in the game for them doing well too. And so it's not a knock on Amanda and how successful she's going to be that Bergeron also coaches Mikulishin or did coach Katrin and all of these other athletes. But in my mind, it's impossible for the coach to want the absolute best for me when he has 3 other individuals competing in the same division. So I don't.
Hey, John, what do you think about her going to West to Adam Knifer? What if she would have beat Ellie to the punch?
Yeah, I think she needs, just like Taylor said, I think she needs to be pushed out of her comfort zone. And it seems like the workouts that she struggles in are the ones where she can't just go into that dark place and go deeper and stay there. And someone's got to push her there.
I will say this: she moves fucking impeccably, which is a lot of the battle at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great name, Vicky Savard.
Is that how you pronounce it? You think?
I don't know, but I like it. And dude, this is a great point. She left Katrin, left Bergeron, and it wasn't so good. It wasn't so good.
True, but
and the grass is always greener on the other side, I feel like.
Yeah.
The grass is greener where you water it.
Right.
Hey, JR, do you like this question or this? Are you say that again, Caleb?
I said the grass is greener where you water it, Sevan.
Right. Good point. I like that.
Your
grandpa told you that, huh, Caleb? Your grandpa fucking slapped you around and told you that.
Slapped you around and told you that. Grass is greener.
Taylor was so proud he got to use that on me. He got to slap me around a little bit. I could tell he'd been abused with. He'd said that to his grandpa. Grandpa, the grass is always greener, and he's like, son.
But it's worked. It's worked for other athletes.
JR, do you like the question? What do you think about the question before I ask you to answer it?
I mean, I think it's a slippery slope, right? So I think as an athlete, you're concerned about 2 things. You're concerned about results and improvement. And for some people, one may take precedent over the other. However, to say that she's kind of stalled out and that she's not continuing to improve, I think we should probably pump the brakes a little bit on. She's had finishes of 15th, 7th, and 9th at the games. So her worst finish is 15th. That was her rookie year. And, I don't know what kind of plan she has to compete for how many more years, but I think if she continues to finish in the top 10 for someone that on the show today seemed really confident, really comfortable where she was at, didn't seem like she was getting antsy and she needed to explore other options with other coaches, why would you make that change just because you felt like you needed to?
John, thank you for stimulating the conversation. I want to say something right here real quick. I feel bad. That was a Mike Halpin article. I'd forgotten that, or I still forget, that Hiller was referencing. This guy, Mike Halpin, is like contributing at such a fucking high level to so many podcasts and to the Morning Chalk Up and just everywhere. This guy is a beast. We got to figure out some way. I've never met this guy. I don't know if he can talk, but if he can talk, maybe we should get him on the show if his mouth works. Have you ever talked to him? Have you talked to him, Souza?
I have not. No.
Have any of you guys? You do talk to him?
I've messaged him, but I've never talked to him on the phone.
Yeah, I text with him. He texts good, but I don't know if his mouth operates smooth.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
Yeah, how's your mouth, Mike? Can you come on the show? Look at John, you got another question? But I think I saw a girl was calling. It's always good to let girls get in.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. It's about your boy, Colton.
Oh, yeah.
I fell asleep last night waiting for the show, and I put some questions on there, but I'm worried he doesn't have enough support. Like, does he have a chiro or a physio or
he's taken care of?
Who's there to
bullshit? He doesn't got shit, I bet.
He's got a coach. He's got fucking sponsors. He's a tier sport athlete. He's gonna be taken care of.
God, I hope you're right. John, I'm with you, though. I'm with you. I think
they're going to put a fucking pig on his back and tell it to walk around, and he's going to be fine.
Oh, sorry, John. You got waxed. Sorry, John. I hung up on you. Miss Rebecca, Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, how's it going? This is my mom. I'm selling that my mom's.
It's
Okay,
always
go
a
ahead.
dude.
Go ahead. Put her on.
It's
Let's talk to
always
her.
a dude.
Oh, man, we are looking for a female.
Oh, I thought it was a girl calling. Damn it.
It's always a
Mom's
guy.
phone. Bang.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Rebecca. Tell us what you got. Hey, I want to say this. I don't think Colton does. I think Colton's got like a foam roller in a fucking like in a fucking thing of fucking Tylenol. I swear to fucking God. He's got a fucking sandwich bag with all his meals in it for the next like homeboy is ghetto. His dad his dad dropped him off at the airport in a fucking tractor, a John Deere.
Squeeze in his
Okay.
CBD dropper oil into his icy hot and mixing it together.
Yes.
I've done that.
Okay, brother, go ahead, shoot.
So my question was, out of all the, training camps that have popped up in the past couple of years, out of all of them, which do you think the athletes will do the best out of all the training camps, like Mayhem and
As an aggregate, like as an average, because no one can beat Mayhem, right? Because they got so many.
As an aggregate mayhem.
Or like
And I
as an
wouldn't even
average?
call HWPO a camp because it's 2 athletes and they're not going to take on more. So I don't think you can count them. But if you did count them, then HWPO will do the best average of their athletes. Will for sure.
The proven camp's gonna have the fittest person who's ever lived at the
true.
games
That's
in
true.
person.
And it'll be Brooke will be there as well. And do they have a male?
Yeah, they got Sax. Isn't Saxon one
Oh,
of
that's
them?
right.
Or is
Sax
this-
is proven. So maybe proven. But fuck, that's 3 athletes too. It is a camp. I don't think you can call HWPO a camp.
Will Morad is there also.
That's right. Well, then proven. Proven for sure as an aggregate is going to have the best individual athletes.
Gotcha. Thank you guys. Thank you for taking time to answer my question.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Turi Helga daughter's HWPO, but she doesn't train at the camp. So is it a camp? No.
The point of doing the show today was the fact that here we go. Okay, this is Mike Halpin. Everyone ask him one question. Let's see if he talked good. Mr. Halpin, good to hear from you. Hey.
How are you? I can talk.
I thought maybe you could just write this article that you wrote that Hiller was got the information from in regards to how many athletes, the history of athletes who come from affiliates that are currently affiliated. What was the premise of the article? What's the whole picture of the article?
Yeah, so Taylor was closest probably. The data I originally pulled was more about unaffiliated, and then it was sort of blended into a games article, I would say, that I tuned it to just point out, there's 12 games athletes that but some of them, it spans the gap because there's a bunch of Mayhem athletes like Cara and others that are they do Mayhem, and she was on your show the other day. She does that just because it's way easier for her than trying to go to affiliate.
But she's still affiliated, right, Mike?
Well, depends on who you ask. Her Noble shirt says Carve on it, but her games profile doesn't have an affiliate.
And what would she say, that she trains out of her house?
Doesn't she own her own gym?
She did. I don't know. Yeah. It's all games data. You can ask Chad. It's screwy. That's
But you pulled the data together and wrote an article. Are you fact checking now your own article and saying that it might not be true?
Yeah. No, sorry. I run it by people. My bad. I've written 2 total articles in my entire life. But,
what was the premise of the article in the first place? What was the premise of the article in the first place?
The growing unaffiliated group, and then what games level athletes promoting their own programming outside an affiliate may mean to CrossFit LLC and CrossFit affiliates versus CrossFit Games.
Hold on a second. Souza, I would love to see James Townsend in a CEO shirt. I'd fucking die and went to heaven.
Oh,
My guy
absolutely.
Jeremy just dropped $10 and you're not going to pull up his comment?
Hold on, James. I will hand deliver you a CEO shirt if you're at the venue.
Sorry, Mr. Albin. Jeremy Williams, hello, brother. Taylor, where the fuck is my
They'll be dropping soon. I'll get you one.
Okay.
You too, Sevan. You too, JR.
That's the. Tell me what the
You guys
acronym
too.
stands for. Tell me what the acronym stands for again.
Self-made training program. What is the male? There's another IT like term that it stands for. I forget.
Halpin, what do you do for a living?
Simple male
I'm a
training
client
protocol.
manager for a technology company.
You're a what?
I'm an account manager for a technology company.
But you also know how to program? You're also a programmer?
SMTP.
SMTP is an email format.
Suck my tiny penis.
This guy.
I'm sorry.
You can't have two of us on the show, Taylor. Only I can say shit like that.
I'm done.
Mute him. Oh, that's in the comments.
Yeah,
Mike,
he was
okay,
reading
good,
the
good. You get a pass, Taylor.
My God.
Yeah. Okay. And so basically one of your hobbies is just pulling data, is just pulling CrossFit data.
Yeah, and I found out a pretty good way to do it. I talked to Brian and Tyler, and I'm surprised by the amount of people that seemingly do this by hand. Like I can pull down all the data from the CrossFit Games within a second. So, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not jerking myself off here, but
Well, when you said you're
but, yeah,
surprised by how many people do it by hand, that's exactly where I went, but I couldn't think of a quick joke. But thank you for throwing that in there.
Yeah.
Are you going to the
Yeah,
games
I'd
this
like to.
weekend?
No.
No.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah. Why? I know exactly
I sit
why.
at a computer, like I could watch them all do it on YouTube.
My feelings exactly. Okay, brother. Well, thank you for calling in, and we'll be in touch. And thank you for confirming the fact
Yeah.
that you don't talk so good. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Exactly.
Bye. Jamal Smith, how can I help you?
Sevan, that voice.
Hi.
They don't make them like they used to.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I feel like the one story that I think nobody has really touched on is Samuel Cornway. How do y'all think he would have done this year at the games?
Let's hear it, boys. It's a great question, I think.
It is a great question. We just had somebody pop up. Sevan, you see the gentleman down there?
James Stubbs.
This guy.
Oh, Nelly.
Whoa, holy
Jamal,
shit.
brother, we will circle back to you in just a moment. Nobody call in. Stay the fuck off my
wait,
phone.
let me just
Jamal,
say
you
this.
call, right?
Adrian, you're
Go
the
ahead. You can
man.
say hi to Adrian, and that's it. Say
boy.
hi, Adrian. I love you.
Adrian, you're the best. I can't wait to see your programming this year. Super proud of you.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I apologize. I thought we were going to have Donald Trump, and instead we're stuck with Adrian Bozman.
I can do my Donald Trump impersonation if you like.
Do you have one?
I'm trying to get in the camera. People say to me all the time, Bosman, you've got the best range of motion. Nobody's got range of motion like you do.
Yes.
Adrian,
Epic.
would you like to address a rumor, or would you like to talk about your hair?
I got like 5 minutes. I just got back to my hotel room. It's
Then
been a
I'll
super
choose
long
rumor.
day.
What?
I gotta go eat. So you guys got like 5 minutes.
I heard there's going to be a jump rope variation this year. Can you confirm or deny?
I can't confirm anything, man. Come on, man. You're not going to get this. You gotta get it like everybody else.
What is your favorite? Okay, you're right. That was too strong. Let me.
Yeah, come on. You come at me like that, I'm not coming back.
What are your favorite ways to jump rope?
Next question.
You do have a fighting background.
I mean, yeah, sort of. I boxed a little bit in college just for fun. I do jiu-jitsu currently as a hobby. I dabble with some other stuff along the way. So I guess if that makes me a fighter, I don't know, but no, definitely not.
But you used to attend a boxing gym and where there was a lot of jump roping. And if we were to see a variation,
No, I didn't. It was in college, and it was like the local boxing club at the university I went to.
God, for some reason, I thought you went to one in San Francisco and you and I walked by it one day. No?
Krav Maga. I did Krav Maga for a little bit.
Okay. Any weird weather expected this year at the games? Tell me.
Tomorrow's looking dicey, so we got weather plans. Fingers crossed that nothing happens. I mean, like, it would be awesome if we could run as we have planned, but we got backups if we need it. It would just be a real damper, no pun intended, if we had to, change what we got on on the docket. So.
Why would rain affect the outdoor events? Just the safety of the biking, or?
No, primarily the surface that the athletes will be jerking on is something that we want to be really conscious of. You know, like heavyweight at race pace, overhead, slippery, bad things happen. So.
Okay. If 1 year we were there, and I don't know, I'm sure you remember, and it was so cold.
Oh man, I would love it if it was cold. Let's go.
Really? Okay. So tell me what's going on there now. What's the environment like? Is it hot as shit?
Dude, it's super humid. It's really, really, really muggy. It's pretty hot. It's supposed to be pretty hot and muggy tomorrow, and rain kind of breaking throughout the morning. And they tell me that there might be thunderstorms like midday. So we'll see.
Do you have a Adrian whisperer? Do you have someone who's your right hand man or woman?
Yeah, Courtney. Courtney's been here for years.
Awesome. Did you meet the new CEO?
I did, very briefly.
And are you okay with that, or is that a huge distraction for you?
It is like literally a non-entity in my mind at all. I'm like, what? Cool. I don't have time to think about that.
Put out the next fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mission critical. Can you tell us when the next announcement is going to be? Not what the announcement is, but just when it's going to be.
Yeah, I think they're all posted that we're going to do another one midday tomorrow for both individuals and teams. It'll be after lunch. And so they'll get a couple more announced then.
Okay, I apologize. Someone did forward that to me. So there is a graphic on Instagram that says, "Hey, this is when the announcements are going to happen." Any in the individuals, any sign of anyone pulling out?
Not that I'm aware of right now.
Everything looks great.
Yep.
And are you staying at the Edgewater?
Oh yeah.
And are you in the
presidential? You guys view, but I got the room's kind of like dark right now.
Did you get the presidential suite?
I have it for meetings, and I haven't decided if I'm going to move up there. It's got a nice tub. I like a good bath at the end of a long day, you know.
You deserve it, brother. You deserve it.
Good soap.
What time did you go to bed last night?
12:30.
And what time did you wake up this morning?
6.
And is that the plan every single day?
Hopefully not, but tomorrow's a monster day, man. I mean, the schedule, we start comp at 9 in the morning. Our last heat finishes at 9:20 p.m. You know, we got to confirm everything for the day after that. So it's going to be a monster tomorrow.
JR, do you have,
after that, hopefully we'll be, a little more mellow.
JR, do you have a question for Mr. Bozman or a comment?
Yeah, I like Heidi's question down here.
Good. Yes. Minimum work requirement for 2A or 2B.
That's all like briefing stuff that's going to happen tomorrow for the athletes. So not fair at all to be like giving briefing information here. Well,
wait a second. That's a matter of opinion.
Taylor, yeah, and I just gave you mine. My opinion is that it's totally not fair. So.
And it's the most important opinion.
The only opinion that matters.
Taylor, do you have a comment or a question for Mr. Bozman?
Workout that you think will take the toughest toll on athletes out of the 3 that are announced?
Out of the 3 that are announced,
or the 4 scores, you have the Capital.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my head wasn't there. Oh, I mean that Capital one is a grinder, man. That's gonna leave a mark.
Cool.
Adrian, love you, dude.
Hey, right on, man. Thank you guys. It's been fun. Glad I could make it. See you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, man.
Wow, I didn't even see him pop in.
It was kind of because there's the row's long, so it dropped down. That's why I did that.
That's
I didn't know
awesome.
if you were like waiting for any particular announcement.
I
think the more we see of him, I think he's just the perfect person to step into the role.
Me and him go to the same barber.
Do you really?
I mean, it looks like it.
Okay. Cool.
We definitely use the same brush.
Someone said he looked like Ethan Hawke in the comment section. Did you see the new Black Phone movie?
No, that's a horror movie, isn't it?
Oh, it's fucking sick. Yeah, it's not that scary though. It's a good movie.
Can't do horror movies. Jamal, I'm so sorry that I had to hang up on you. Okay, I'm gonna text James Townsend right now.
I wonder if Boz will go on with morning chalk up every night.
Don't give anyone any ideas.
No, he gave us his 5 minutes. That's it. He's got no more time.
He's got no more minutes.
We take all the minutes.
no more fucking
every night.
minutes.
5 minute
No
friends,
more.
5 minute
Oh.
Adrian.
Oh, because James
Tune
is
in
at
here,
the
everybody.
James is at the venue. So you can give him a shirt directly. Will you give him? Will you give him 2 of the CEO shirts and 1 of all the other ones?
Yeah, as soon as I
Just-
connect up with Gabe, because he has all our shirts, I'll grab both of them and
Like good looking buff dudes get 2 shirts.
hand delivered.
How important is it having? How important is it having the right coach for the CrossFit Games? Is it similar to the NFL, like having Reed, McVay, Belichick, right, coach? When he says for the CrossFit Games, does he mean like being there, or does he mean the build up to it? If it's the build up to it, it's got to be one of the dumbest questions ever, right?
Well, but it applies to both. For the build up to it, obviously your coach is important and who's writing your program and just everything about having a coach is the build up is important, but including at the venue and during the event, again, common sense, I think.
Give me 1 second. Gabe, Paper Street Coffee has a booth at the Inventor Village. What's up, brother?
I was summoned. I heard my name.
Oh,
Felt my ear single.
and so you just called.
Fuck it, yeah. Okay, so Susan, did you see the stuff that was being unloaded?
No, I
The
haven't.
equipment?
Oh,
All right,
No.
we got-
No, what do you know? What do you know?
All right, so we have. I wanted to call after Adrian. I was going to call like during, but I was like, no, I don't want to get kicked out. So we have GHDs, we have Echo Bikes, we have the crash mats for either pegboards or rope climbs, whatever. Ski-ergs, Concept 2 bike.
Oh, Concept 2 bike.
And I think
What
that
do you
was,
mean you have all those? You mean
it.
just people can just come to the booth and work out?
No.
No. I
For
saw
games
being
equipment.
unloaded from trucks.
Oh shit. Okay.
So GHD, bike erg,
Crash pads, ski erg.
Echo bike.
Echo Bike.
I have a hard time
rowers,
seeing them.
et cetera, like all that stuff.
What are crash pads for? That means just
Rope
ropes for
climbing,
sure.
rope
Ropes.
climbing pegboard, but I would have a hard
Okay.
time seeing them do a road bike, a bike erg, and an echo bike all in one weekend.
Could just be warm up area stuff too.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it could be for the warm up
That's what I
area.
was
And
thinking.
Boz said that it would really put a damper on things, no pun intended, if the weather didn't hold up. So maybe the bikes are the contingency plan if it wasn't safe enough to bike.
There you go.
Or
So I would
Because
say
it would
the
be
same
damp.
thing, but the warm up area there was so much of that equipment for the warm up area.
Okay.
There was a lot of that equipment, and
Yeah, they have everything
also
you
those
need.
foam boxes.
Oh, okay.
Those like foam boxes for like I guess box and plovers, whatever.
I'd venture to say JR's point's right. The Concept 2 bikes are for the warm up area and contingency for the bike to workout.
Said he put a damper on it. Jamal Smith, it's all good. I got to talk to the legend, Adrian Bozman. There was another comment I thought I saw. This one, Jose. Okay, I don't really understand this question. Do you want to take it? Taylor basically said, of course, your coach building up to the event is important, but how important is a coach at the actual event? JR?
Yeah, I mean, I think having someone that can really dissect workouts and help you strategize workouts, if that's not something that you're really good at as an athlete, and some athletes are super cerebral and really don't need that, but some athletes really, really need it. When they have it, it's a huge weapon. So just like McVay or Andy Reid calling a really good play on third down versus leaving it up to the quarterback, same kind of thing.
Hopper loves having Fraser in his corner. Loves it, right?
And your event hygiene, how you're taking care of yourself before and after events, how you warm up. How you warm up is huge, especially for any workout at that level. How you warm
And
up.
Max El Haj is pretty important to his athletes for that too, right? Thanks for the question. Gabe, 10% off if people use Sevan at paperstcoffee.com.
Correct, 10% off. I will be giving away a bunch of gift cards at the booth.
Okay. The booth is at Inventor Village. Also, there'll be CEO shirts being given away there. Wear your shirt on Sunday. Take a picture of yourself. Sign up for the email, all that shit, and there's a good chance you'll win an Echo Bike.
Yep, we'll be there. I'll catch you guys later. Do your thing, and I will see most of you, hopefully, starting tomorrow.
Awesome.
Thanks,
See you, dude.
Thank
You're
you.
the
Much love,
man.
guys. See you.
Thanks, babe.
Mike Halpin. I'm 100% a data nerd. And Brian is the only analyst that breaks the mold. Breaks what mold?
That he likes data and he does other shit too. He's a little freak in the sack, as some might say. He's not a one-trick pony.
Oh my God, Taylor!
Listen to this. He was
Yeah.
staying at JR's guest house, and me and Jason were training, and we walked in, and the guest house was. Can I say this, JR? You can get mad at me. It was stinky.
Do not say that.
So I thought it was Brian. Me and Jason were like, dude, what is wrong with Brian? Did he just do Murph in JR's guest house? But it was these two little Shih Tzus that were in there. It wasn't Brian. So Brian's forgiven. He's not a stinky guy.
Oh, that's not the real story, is it, JR? That's
He
awesome.
backpedaled so quick.
Wow.
No, that's the story. It is the real story.
Wow.
Sure.
Did he do Murph in there? No, he did Sally and Carol, the twins.
God, dude.
Jeremy Garcia, based on the last chance qualifier tiebreakers at games events 2A and 2B, is split event scoring the future? To tell you the truth, I can't get my head wrapped around how to strategize for this event. I'm really excited to see how it's going to play out.
It's not the future, but there's been split event scores in the past.
These aren't just split event scores.
It's the same event. Yeah, it's not two different events that are scored back to back. So this is something new that breaks the mold, but I think it's implemented in order for people to not sandbag a piece. They both matter. And so I think that's why they're doing it. And I think the result of it will give Boz and the other folks what they want.
Do you think this workout is bad in the sense that it rewards the specialists?
No way. Because if you are a run specialist, then you win your event and you get fucked on the lift. And if you're a lift specialist, you might win the lift, but then you get fucked on the run. And you might not even get to the lift if you're bad at running. So I don't think it rewards a specialist. I think it's great CrossFit.
Okay. All right. Do you have an answer to this, JR, based on last chance qualifier, tiebreakers, and games events 2A and 2B is split event scoring in the future?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what Boz said. He loves the workouts where he wants to see who's going to take the risk.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also wants to make you not even have to choose.
Yeah, you have to take the risk. I love that. And I also want to clarify that I think at this level, there are not any specialists at the games. And when you use the word specialist, it is to the smallest degree at that level. So calling Guy a specialist compared to maybe some other athletes at the games, yes, but compared to 99.99% of people on earth, no.
Crazy well-rounded.
Yeah.
Okay. Caleb, can you bring up that CrossFit Games Instagram post where we can take a peep at the schedule?
This one or the actual schedule itself?
This. Correct?
Yeah. I think so. So when I asked that question to Adrian, that was a dumbass question because they already had this shit up.
Yeah, that annoyed him. Don't do that.
Did it? Did he seem annoyed?
No.
Good. Individual announcements Monday, August 1. That's yesterday. We got that out of the way. And then Wednesday is tomorrow. And the events 3 and 4 will be announced in the afternoon. Okay.
After lunch, he said.
Okay. And is there a slide that just has the schedule?
Yeah, I'll pull that up.
Okay. Thank you. We are trying to get our schedule up. You are looking at the team for your games week. We will be at the center of it, us 5.
JR, there's a great question up here that I want to hear honestly what your answer to it is. Do you mind if I ask?
Give me 1 second. And then we'll get to it. Don't forget it. So tomorrow, so this is where Taylor, the schedule you sent us today, I thought it said individual starts at noon tomorrow.
No, those are the finish times. So I sent you all of the finish times where we can get on.
Okay.
Is that?
Okay.
Do you want me to remake it and
No,
send
no,
this
no.
stuff?
Okay, that's good. No. You're good. And I'll print these out tonight. So that's 9 a.m. Central Time. So it's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Mhm.
This shit goes.
Yeah.
So we basically need to figure out whether we're going to go on tomorrow for an hour before. And I think it would be smart to go on a little bit before, because we'll have people like Souza on the ground there who with their cell phones can tell us what they see and what's going on and make us feel like closer to the event.
So a little bit before 10, an hour before.
I
9
would
a.m.
say,
Eastern,
yeah, for
6
me, that
a.m.
would be 6 a.m. Pacific Standard
Okay.
Time. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Caleb. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. What's the question you want to bring up here?
Was it
JR,
this
what?
one?
Yeah, this exactly. What would you make the minimum work requirements?
That you must complete the shuttle runs for all 3 within the interval time, and that there's a minimum work requirement of 1 jerk.
Mhm.
Can you bring up the workout?
Well-
Holy shit! Really?
What would
JR?
you?
Yeah, that's good.
I
That's
agree
hardcore.
on the run that you would have to complete the run within the buy-in, or else you get a DNF in the workout. But how can you force a 1 rep minimum work requirement on the jerk? Or are you just thinking of people that want to sprint the runs and not lift?
What do you mean, how can you?
How do you force a minimum work requirement of 1 legless
Okay, you're
rope
right.
climb
You're right.
or anything like
Mhm.
that?
You just have someone out there with a BB gun. They just shoot you if you don't fucking get to the bar.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, and what I would wonder is, if an athlete tries
Can't.
on the run, gets to the bar, and can't lift the bar, but they're making an effort to, would that
It might be that. What if it was just get to the bar and make an attempt?
show effort, make an attempt?
Yeah,
an attempt
show
on the
effort.
barbell, or
Because
show
wasn't
effort?
that the deal at the games in 2020? Because
If they
there
didn't
was,
show effort, yeah.
yeah, because you couldn't get Morrison bottom 5. So if you try to game it like JR was talking about earlier, it puts a bunch of wrenches.
Dude, they
into
better
it.
not have
Make show
something
effort.
like just an effort.
Subjective.
Yeah, I don't think that's such a good idea.
I
That's like not
agree. The
talking so good.
subjectivity is not great, but
JR, so
well, if you can't fucking jerk 300 pounds at that level, yeah, I agree. 1 rep is appropriate.
so what would you get the DNF for, JR? Both workouts, so you lose 200 points.
No, so like if you were just trying to strategize to win the run,
Yeah.
and your plan was to not attempt any jerks, that if you didn't attempt any jerks, or you didn't at least get 1 jerk, you couldn't do intervals 2 and 3.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I like this. Okay. I like this. So because it's really the 3rd run that I'm worried about. So you're saying that you have to run 400 meters, do 1 jerk, rest 1 minute, run 600 meters, do 1 jerk, rest 2 minutes. And the last one, it doesn't matter. You don't need a jerk. Because at that point, there's no gaming.
Yep.
I mean, I even think if you make them do 1 rep in the first interval, that's the minimum work requirement. And if they choose to strategize it after
I
that,
like it.
that's up to them.
Taylor, you like it? I love it. I
think
love
that's
it.
great. Yep. I would imagine it's probably something similar to that. We'll see.
I like, why just the first one, JR? Why not make him do both?
Well, because at that point, maybe you do have someone that literally is only going to be good for 1 rep.
Oh, like shit. Like that's their like they set a PR out there.
It's possible. You wouldn't think that with 300 and 200 at all.
No, there's
but
no one's going to be hitting a jerk PR at that weight.
How about that Zanoni guy from fucking the moon or wherever?
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
don't know
that-
about him, so maybe.
that semifinal is. How about the dudes from just like the undeveloped parts of the CrossFit ecosystem?
I don't know. I still don't think that that's anywhere near close to a PR for any of these athletes. I would be very shocked.
Who does anyone have a 400-pound jerk in the posse?
Guy's got a 400-pound jerk, and
I bet Justin's done it from behind the neck, but probably not from the front rack.
Would there be stipulations on that? I'm getting an echo from.
yeah, they'll for sure take it from the rack.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got to be from the front rack for this. Wyatt Begay's got a good question for Taylor as a follow-up, and I think he kind of went into it on the show earlier today, but he may not have heard it, how you would approach the workout.
To get the best score on, I personally think around a 6-minute mile pace, which is a little faster than 6-minute mile on the shuttle because you're stopping and starting. Whatever gets you back from the 400-meter run with around 30 seconds is probably going to give athletes the best opportunity to accumulate jerks. Because If you blow out a little faster than that, maybe a little faster. If you're running, I think a 550 pace, that's 10 seconds for transitions in the shuttle. And I'm going to assume it's like on the field. And so they're doing 50 meters down and back or 50 yards sideline to sideline. So that's not that many stop and starts. But if you get back to the jerks throttled, you're not going to be good for more than a couple. And I think you'd like to get back to the bar with 30 to 40 seconds and hit one every 5 to 6 seconds. And we'll go singles.
I think 300 pounds is heavy for Ricky.
Yeah, but he's such a good runner that
I agree.
Hurt him. He's going to get back with less fatigue than some other athletes. And I think you just have to carry that same pace as the workout goes. So you get back to the 300 or you get back from the 600 meter run again, 30 to 40 seconds and same thing, maybe close to a minute with the 400 run. But at that point in the workout, maybe close to 40 seconds and singles probably the whole way. I wouldn't fuck around with re-racking at this weight. And with that level of fatigue, I would just do a single, drop it, re-rack it, single, drop it, re-rack it.
Hey, if Adrian comes on like every night, what would be really cool, like when we kind of talk about a recap of all the events, ask him who the testing athlete was and how they did on that comparatively to the field. I think it would be cool.
I wonder if that's data he'll give away.
Oh,
because some of that stuff they just keep in that little black book and don't fucking tell a soul. And what I would also say is, what do you think, Sevan?
Either way, it's a great question.
It is a good question.
I never know how, like, it depends. Like sometimes maybe Dave would have answered that, sometimes not. It kind of also depended on his mood. That's exactly how Dave would come on too. Just in his room while he he forgot something. Would run upstairs, or he'd be in his bed eating his meal before he turned off the lights. So that was cool that he did that.
Yeah,
I think.
Hey, that is unique to this fucking sport. What you saw right there is like some hardcore. This is why we are better than other sports, because we are more real. That's it. That's as fucking real as you get. That dude probably was downstairs testing something, had to run upstairs and get a different stopwatch, or it rained on him and he's changing his clothes, or he's just eating something and then he's running fucking back downstairs to work with the big dogs. I'm telling you, those are the kind of things that make this thing so unique. And of course, I'm biased to it because he came on this show, but stoked. Would you change the male-female interval length to level it out? Woo!
No,
Ooh.
not on a run.
Hey,
absolutely not.
You need a job here. I can't believe JR or fucking Taylor hasn't brought this up yet.
It's because it's a run. I don't want to call her question stupid, but if you
Liz, it's dumb. That's why you're not on this show. Sorry.
Liz's question is not dumb. She gives good questions. Don't listen.
The other thing about singles that if you're an athlete competing that I would consider is when you take a barbell from the blocks, you get a little bit of whip on the bar before you jerk it. And so if you're doing singles, you do have to stand the bar up before jerking it every time you take the bar from the blocks, but you also get that little bit of whip to help jerk the bar overhead. So I really do think most of the athletes are going to be doing singles, and we'll see tomorrow if I'm just full of shit or not. But
this is a picture, it looks like, from one of the areas where people are going to be working out.
Those are the jerk box covered.
Okay. So they are concerned about rain.
There. Yeah. Okay. Which makes sense because when I snapped those photos off during the press orientation, I was wondering why they had them covered, and now that makes sense.
Look, James Townsend called me a legend.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I don't think he's talking about me.
No, I don't think he is either. James, someone's got to work. You are working with the great Tudor Magda, the future of the sport, and I got to work here telling stories and dirty jokes. But thank you. I'd like to meet and hang out too. Justin James, new CEO. Yes, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. Don't know much about him. I'm curious, just in a nutshell, very quickly. I don't think that's the kind of thing you announce during the middle of the week. I'm excited that he was in the U.S. military fighting for our freedoms. I'm concerned that he worked at Facebook, which is one of the worst organizations on the planet in terms of censorship. So, we shall see. I don't really give a fuck what his Fran time is or how tight of a t-shirt he can wear in his profile pic. So there. I will tell you this. The media we are seeing in the build up to this event is extremely disappointing.
No, it's not. Look at us.
You could watch the fucking worst UFC card ever, and there's 10 times the amount of media building up to what is the Super Bowl for the CrossFit Games. It is a joke. Go to YouTube and type in CrossFit. You're stuck with the vapid Craig Ritchie or the foul-mouthed Sevan Matosian, and that's
Craig
it. Yeah, I mean, it is a
That's
it's a mess. And CrossFit Inc. hasn't put out anything. They put out a
Flaccid.
2-minute video about the games. Okay, Lynn Mark, hi, how are you? You're not a woman, are you?
I'm doing. No, I'm not a woman.
Damn. Okay.
What are you?
Thank you for having me on. I'm doing good. I'm so excited.
Oh
that
shit,
you
we
had
got
Amanda.
Theo Vaughn on the show. I knew it was only a matter of time. How are you, brother?
I'm not from Louisiana. I'm from Mississippi.
Right, that's what I said.
But I'm glad you had Amanda Barnhart on. It was so cool to hear from her. She was really cool. I'm glad you had someone on like that. Get to know her better.
I had an amazing misconception about her. I thought she was going to be quiet and uptight and nothing like that. And the reason why was because when you see her on the field, she is so stoic. She is her game face is legit. And man, she's cool. She's cool. She's a real one.
And then also that dude came on here talking trash about how he can't go into the dark place.
Oh yeah,
that fires me up.
That's the bald dude, Taylor Self. Yeah, he's part of the
didn't
show.
say that shit.
Oh, who said it?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know where the dark place is, right?
Well, he does. When the pig fell on him when he was testing workouts in Aromas.
You guys are talking about the wrong person.
Who said it? Who was talking about the dark
caller?
place?
It was a call in.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let Taylor off the hook.
Yeah. But anyways, I was just calling in to talk trash because has he been to the dark place? You know, Amanda. I was just very impressed with her.
Yeah, there is no dark place with Amanda. There's light everywhere around her. It's not her fault.
So cool. Thanks, Sevan. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, thank you for calling. Have your wife call next time. Thank you. Okay. So I feel I'm playing with my dental floss the whole show. It's an hour. People were really bummed that Brian ate that hamburger on the show, and here I am playing with my dental floss.
Brian was eating a cheeseburger or a hamburger. I hate when people call it a hamburger.
What do you think it should be
Is
called?
it fucking ham? Look at that, dude. Look at that reaction. That's my favorite Sevan reaction.
Wow. So shit. I'm wow. It's like people fucking up the word gender. It's worse than that because I'm just straight lying.
Liar.
So just burger, cow burger.
That's good.
Beef
burger. Burger.
Okay. Thank you for the course correction.
Sorry.
Are you kidding me? Oh, just because you had to, I had to show some humility in front of our 12 viewers. Damn. It's from Hamburg, Germany. Is that true?
Is that
I'll
really
fuck Taylor
true?
up. If that's true, I win.
Dude, don't let that be
Hold
true.
the audience.
Don't
Hold the
let that
audience.
be true. Who's fact checking that?
What did you say, JR?
I
Oh
believe
shit!
I believe it's
Oh
true.
shit!
Fuck.
You.
Yeah, Taylor.
Fuck. I'm retarded then.
Well, the
Terrible
hamburger first appeared in 19th or early 20th century. Considerable evidence suggests that either the United States or Germany, the city of Hamburg, was the first country where 2 slices of bread and ground beef steak were combined into a hamburger sandwich.
Boom.
Okay.
Just
I'm
learning
fucked up.
everything on this show.
Where does tube steak come from?
This guy right here,
Sorry.
sauteing the old tube steak. So it's kind of interesting that this guy's posting right here. This guy, Big and Flexy, he is a member at a well-known prestigious gym who's CrossFit Krypton, Ben Smith's gym. And hey dude, you should fucking that guy, the CEO works at Mr. Fowl, lives at used to work at Facebook, and he's got a bunch of people there. Maybe you should take up with him what happened to you. This guy lost a fucking 100 pounds, maybe more, and put up a bunch of weight loss photos on Facebook, and they said it was like fat shaming and he couldn't do it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh no.
Crazy.
God damn it,
And that's
Don.
the shit. What if Don brings that shit here? You're not allowed to say that eating sugar is bad.
Oh.
How about
That's
that?
offensive. Some people who work at Pepsi Cola are offended when you tell them that Pepsi causes type 2 diabetes, and therefore you cannot say it.
How about that fitness and 80-ish words you and Hiller brought up? I freaked out when I realized that came from that place in Charlotte.
That lady's crazy. I don't even know if we should give her she's crazy.
Yeah, we won't say anything about it.
There's a point. Yeah, well, There's so much crazy in the world. Okay, Big and Flexy. Speaking of foul mouth, pull up Laura Horvat's latest IG post. She's taking it all this year.
I looked so dumb saying hamburger.
I don't know. I still like it. You didn't. I still like it.
It's great.
We're here to fuck shit up. Laura, dear
Oh.
Laura, you and I are cut from the same cloth. Please come on my show at
Who's
least
we?
3 times. Me and her.
No, I mean,
Okay.
like, we are here. Who's we?
Oh, okay. Dear Laura,
All the athletes?
Sevan Taylor, J.R. Howell, Caleb Beaver. He has the word Beaver in his last name. And Matt Souza. We're all cut from the same cloth as you. We're here to fuck shit up too. Can you please come on our show?
Was she the athlete who you had, like, a tough time with?
Tough time. She came on my show and whooped my ass.
Dude, you should let
I
me
didn't have a
be
tough
on.
time. I took a fucking ass beating.
Go full L3 on her.
It was ugly.
Big and Flexy, 155, lost 155 pounds so far.
That's amazing.
Good for you. That's
Can't sell
so
through
good.
a CrossFit affiliate, the same place she works out, CrossFit Krypton.
Yeah, we need to have Big and Flexy on.
Yeah, we are. We have him scheduled, right?
Do we? There were so many people. Sorry if we. I only know him by his username too. So
Okay. If we don't, hey, do we have you? Do we? I don't know what your real name is, but do we have you scheduled? I know that I was
Schedule
DMing
you.
with you with my account. Well, I was DMing with him in my account. I may even have his phone number. We may even be texting.
okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to get your blood work checked and have a free doctor's consultation to find out about your hormone levels, your testosterone levels, you can go to CA Hormones. That's not with a W, that's with an H. CAHormones.com. Type in the word Sevan, and you can get your hormone levels checked for free if you live in California, free blood work. And even if you don't live in California, you can get free doctor's consultation after you get your blood work done by your insurance company. And when we throw the California Hormone Games, you can compete free of charge. I don't know. I made that part up. I don't know about that. I made that part up. I shouldn't get carried away.
It's getting crazy.
I don't want to be giving too much shit away.
Reminds me of that late night show at midnight when he would sell the knives.
Oh, yes.
You know, and he's like, and we're throwing in 10 more knives.
Wow, you're old school, Souza.
Thank you. I didn't think anybody else on this panel would know, but I was hoping you would save me there.
I totally remember all that shit. The knives.
you.
And this
Thank
knife will cut a radish into a flower for you. Sevan's going to get rich again this week. Sarah Cox is back. I think you're right, Mr. Walters. I think you're right. JR, yes, that is Nick. That's disgusting, Nick. Learn how to spell. JR, are you around tomorrow morning if we did a show 1 hour prior to the event kicking off?
No, I have to coach at 8 a.m.
Okay, fuck off. Taylor, are you around tomorrow at 6 a.m.?
9 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Shows fuck with JR. Who's gonna fill the dead air?
He fucking picked up the slack earlier today. I still feel bad.
Dude,
about
he
that.
killed it today. I
Yeah.
called him. I'm like, holy fuck, I didn't know you could talk that much. He's like, you say that every show. I was like, well,
You say that every show.
Yeah, I guess every show I forget that you talk.
JR's been bringing heat.
Let's
Oh
go.
my goodness. Dylan Vowell, our Sevan Podcast Fighter of the Year. Fan spoiled because Sevan listened. Sevan was fortuitous by listening to Souza. CrossFit is forever indebted to these two for reviving CrossFit media. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone also, if you need your CrossFit Games apparel and you and you want the best shit, you should go over to Vindicate, VNDK8, the number 8, VNDK8.com. And tomorrow the plan is to come on with Taylor, myself, hopefully Caleb and Souza, and there's always a chance that JR will show up, and maybe we'll get some other guests on here. We'll talk about we'll hype up the first event, which is the bike event, right? 10 miles of biking. Then we will get off the air. We'll all watch the CrossFit Games broadcast together, and then we'll come back on after that and talk about it. And that's basically what it's going to be like all week. We'll just be going back and forth. And I have the phone numbers, and Souza has the phone numbers of shitloads of people who are at the event. But this year, more so than last year, we have a half dozen people like Heidi, Matt Souza, Will Plummer, Tyler Watkins from the Tyler Watkins Fantasy Fitness League, who are all on site with cell phones. So we'll be talking to them live and going to booths and shit like that. If you are at the venue, please check out Gabe at Paper Street Coffee, PAPERST coffee.com. All right. Anything else, guys, that we forgot that we want to talk about?
Do you think Boz would let us snag a stream and commentate?
No.
No. I want
Hey, dude, I can't believe Souza hasn't been kicked out already.
Made it through the orientation.
That's awesome. Did people give you the stink eye? Did you get any pink eye from people?
No, everybody's real friendly.
Good. I don't believe that, but good.
I have so much advice to give, but if anyone from CrossFit HQ is listening, I think you should give all the athletes there a free L1 and a free affiliation. It's that easy. It doesn't cost you anything.
What are you looking for?
His wristband.
I was like, yeah. I was looking. Yeah, I was looking for my wristbands. I looked at my arms. I didn't see the CEO. I'm like, what the fuck?
His bag of weed, dude. Would you sell that and send me the money? God damn, bro. You could powder your balls with that shit at this point, with how dry that has got to be.
Oh yeah, he did.
Sniffing it.
He just.
Holy shit.
Good
Oh
Lord.
my god.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna
Big
do?
as his dick.
I have so many bags like this. I'm gonna bring them all the bags
I gotta
in.
tell a quick story about a nug that was shaped
Okay.
just like that. Okay, so I was like maybe 15 and I bought this quarter of weed and it was one long piece like that. So I had this like LG chocolate phone and I like, took a picture with me like pretending to like suck it, and I lost my phone. And this person found my phone and sent all these pictures to my parents.
Oh,
Dude, my mom was like, "What the fuck is this?" This picture of me sucking a.
that was your grinder profile pic.
Worst nightmare. How fucked up is that? If that guy's listening, fuck you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And hey, this is really good. Whoever told us this is good. We're here to fuck Kaduz. I don't even know what Kaduz mean, but
I've searched the hashtag. I've tried to look it up, and I have no idea what it.
It means something in
it's
whatever
some
language,
Hungarian
whatever.
word.
She's like Mexican
Yiddish?
or something. What is it? Yeah, Yiddish.
Hungarian.
Yeah, that's what I said.
JR, don't laugh.
Kaduz. In Spanish, it means eat a dick. Okay. We will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Oh, okay, fine.
Oh no.
No, this is we owe this.
Okay.
Okay, Jamal, the floor is yours. You get the last word. Let's do it.
Okay, so Laura actually talked about what the hashtag was, and she said, Christoph, I think it was something having to do with her brother about a punching bag and the sound it make like kadoosh, like it does.
Kadoosh.
And then the other
Kadoosh.
There it is. That's it.
And then the other hashtag she uses, it's like FUTI, foodie. It's actually it actually means foot in her language or running, but in her language, if you put like E at the end, it's supposed to be like cute, I guess.
Cute running.
If you get her on the show, you could probably ask her.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, the last time I texted her, she said, "How'd you get this number?" And like, yeah, I just felt like I just put my tail between my legs.
That's why people don't give you your number.
Yeah, I think one day you're gonna text her and she's gonna have a man answer and be like, "How'd you get my girl's number?"
Yeah, you know what? You know what I need to do? You know what I should have done tonight? I should have had Christoph on. That was a fuck up. Maybe tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Let's bug him and see if he'll come on with us tomorrow morning. He
Yeah,
talks
you
about
gotta
he
get him
talks a
early
little
enough
he talks
so
a little
Laura's
bit
in the
less
same
than
room.
JR. What'd you say, Jamal?
I said you got to get them early enough so Laura's in the same room.
Oh no, he's with Gabby. He's with Gabby. His sister's like his sister's the enemy this week.
I can't believe they gave
No,
Hiller a
man.
media pass. That's awesome. I want to know what looks he got.
I wonder if Hiller will come on tomorrow. Where is Hiller? What is Hiller
We
doing?
should get him to come on the 9
He
a.m.
was just
show.
in the comments. He
You
said
should
hi.
ask Hiller what he had to do to get that pass.
you don't want to know.
You don't want to know. It's
All right.
stinky.
Good
Okay.
night, guys. Can't wait to see the coverage.
Okay, thank
Thanks,
you.
Jamal.
Let me see if Hiller will come on for a second.
I would just like to address this comment here. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. I know. He is jacked. I know. He's
Are
jacked.
you?
Yeah,
Show us a bicep. Give us a
he's
flex.
jacked.
No,
You-
now I'm all blushing. I can't do it on the spot.
He's
Oh,
got one
he's
of those.
blushing.
He's got a body like a king cobra. You know what I mean? He's like lats and buys, and he's like a
Inflates.
yeah. He's
No
all
legs.
yeah.
No,
Oh shit.
no legs.
Yeah.
He's got a tail.
He's like
Hey,
a
I can
fucking
back
king
squat
cobra. He's like-
205.
He's not hunched over though. He doesn't have like that. He's not like hunched like a cobra. He's got good posture.
He's great.
He's
JR
doing good
wants
with
it.
what he has.
Let me in.
Oh shit! You're not even
up?
at the games. You suck.
No,
No,
he
not
lives
yet.
right next
I'm
to
sorry I brought you on.
He's out. He's in. He's out.
it. Do you have a media pass?
I do. I'm getting it
Dude.
tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
You left me
I couldn't
hanging
make
by
it till
myself at
tomorrow.
orientation.
I know. How'd it go?
It
Did
went
you guys miss that?
fantastic.
Did you guys talk about that?
No.
No. How'd it go?
It went
Other
good.
than I heard you didn't get a stink eye from anybody.
Oh, he got a stink eye.
He's got
a
one now.
stink eye. He got a lot of
Stink
love
from
too.
sticking
He
his
got a
nose in all
lot
those
of love.
butts.
That was
Yeah?
super nice. Yeah.
Good.
It was cool.
Good. Everyone's excited to see you.
Well, I brought you. Have you been crying?
Yeah, I was sad that you wouldn't let me on the show.
Oh, why are your eyes puffy?
No.
Do you have allergies or something? What's going on? Did you get your eyebrows done for the games? What's going on? Why do your eyes
Do
look
they
puffy?
look puffy?
He's
Yeah.
been awake
They're not.
27 hours making
I mean,
videos.
I've made like 30 videos for this week already, just so I don't need to do it while I'm there.
Oh,
I'm wired. This is full of caffeine.
when do you go?
Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try and get there probably right after the first event and meet up with Souza.
And then,
We were talking a bit about that.
and then you live 2 hours away by driving.
Correct.
And will you stay there? I heard
Yeah.
rumors chatter that you're going to drive back and forth every day.
Yeah. There's a day I might have to make it back. I've got a client that I gotta work with.
Wow, you're fucking dedicated. I hope they're rich as fuck.
They're something as fuck.
Okay, all right.
They're chill. They're chill as fuck.
There's
That's what
something.
they are. Yeah. Well, I heard that's why JR's not going, right? You can't get it out of the. You got a coach, yeah. And Taylor, you got a coach. What's going on with that?
No, I just. Nah.
I told JR I'm gonna go coach.
He's
for
not
him.
going. He's not
He-
going
he
because
said
he's
stay out of my
butthurt that
gym.
he's not there. That's it. Taylor is still processing the fact that he's not at the games. He's not. It's not sitting
Oh.
well with him.
How's that knee?
That's true, right? Taylor.
Maybe to some degree.
Yeah.
He's good.
Knee's good.
Coming along great. Yeah.
Can you
And
He
squat?
has to.
I'm not
He
just.
has to say that. We'll never know the truth. He has to say that.
I just started squatting this past week.
Awesome.
Air squats,
Air squats.
physical therapy.
I've been doing physical therapy for a while. I've got great range of motion. I'm just not really forcing anything. I have it's a 2-part surgery. So I have another surgery in October.
How many days a week?
Every day.
Every
I
day?
take Sunday
Oh, yeah.
off. I take Sunday off.
Oh yeah.
I'm working out.
You work with
still.
somebody every day a week?
No,
physical
I
therapist?
have a PT that I used to work with, and he sent me a program. So I have him and doing a lot of other stuff as well on top.
They're made this way.
Hiller's eyebrows are caterpillars. What the fuck are you talking about? Look like.
And I saw another one saying my eyes always look like this. So
JR, have you been to the games ever?
Shut up.
What? He has.
He's a games athlete.
Oh, that's
You
right.
competed
I've seen
last year.
pictures of you there. JR, have you ever gone to the games as a fan?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Oh yeah, it's sick. I went in 2019 actually when there were 1 million competitors.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I just couldn't. I could never go there. I have no desire to go there unless I was working. I would be going nuts right now if I was there.
It's fun, man. Like if you go with, we didn't stay super close to the venue. We probably stayed 20 minutes away, and I mean we went and worked out every day before we went to watch workouts, and then at night we just found a good place to eat downtown. I mean it's fun.
Pretty much cheeseburger.
The Farmer's Almanac said Hiller's Browse will let us know if we have a bad winter.
I got shit to do.
What about the groundhog? The groundhog have anything to say about that?
That's funny.
Hey, what do you think about this guy's avatar? I trip on it so hard. Is he?
What about it?
Oh, it's like one of these like
It's seductive, all right?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a model picture.
It's provocative. You wouldn't understand.
You paid good money for those headshots, okay?
Yeah. JR was
Anthony,
shirtless then. He's boring. He's boring. Did you walk around the game shirtless, JR?
No, I did not.
JR is freaking jacked. Saw the other day.
JR's
on
got some big
TikTok.
shoulders.
Sneaky Jack.
It's an optical illusion. I'm actually quite petite.
How much do you weigh, JR?
185,
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh shit. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, he's jacked.
He walks
always
like he's
thought you were
running from the
6 foot.
fucking cops. He has one speed when he walks too. He doesn't use his heels. He's like a raptor. He's just moving. When I first had surgery,
Walk on my tiptoes.
dude, when we were in Knoxville for the MAC, I just fucked my knee up, and we were like walking from venue to venue, and he re-fucked my knee up trying to keep up with him.
Hey,
Dickhead.
I want to see if God, you know what that reminds me of? Does he look like one of those Jesus lizards that
Jesus.
that
He looks like
walks
Chris
that-
Hinshaw.
You know,
You ever see Chris Hinshaw walk? He walks like a velociraptor.
JR walks like he's faster than anyone in the games, and he's a good runner. So
Springy.
Are your calves jacked? Do you have super jacked calves, JR?
Sometimes.
he's got
That's
good
a
Taylor.
yes.
he has good calves, but I have
All right.
great calves, and it's all genetic.
That's true.
My calves are
Hey, look at this. This is JR right here.
Oh no.
I hope this doesn't stutter. This is so good. Hey, when I was in Belize, I caught one of these. Believe it or not.
Shit.
Look
Wait
at all
till
these
you-
links.
Wait till you see this thing. Don't look at my. Hey, don't look at my links, dude.
Just blow the screen up so we can't see it.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Yeah, don't look at my fucking links, Hiller.
Jesus
And don't let
Christ,
your
lizard.
eyebrows look at my links. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is
Seen
this
so
is,
much
this is
eyebrow
JR
comments.
walking a few steps ahead of Taylor. Look, here we go. Look at. That's as slow as JR can walk right there.
Dude, that's fast too. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way my hips are that supple.
Oh.
Hey, we're getting a fine for that, Susan. That was more than 7 seconds.
I know. We're gonna have to edit that.
No, it's okay as long as there's no sound.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh.
You should be good. Yeah.
All right, I gotta
okay.
jump off, guys.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Why?
I gotta wake up. I'm coaching the 5.
I had to coach to 5 a.m. in the
Okay.
morning.
Okay.
Taylor, I'll see you tomorrow morning, brother.
All right, see you at 9 a.m.
Okay, bye. Hiller, we're doing a show tomorrow morning.
Time.
Before the first event, so it'd be 8
6
o'clock
a.m.
Central Time, 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So it's 8.
Yeah.
I will not be able to. That's exactly when I have to work with the person I can't be there for yet because of I'm seeing this person at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
The event starts at 9. 7 your time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
6 my time.
6 your time. The event starts at 6 your time or 7.
The
your
event
time?
starts at 7 my time. We will do the podcast at 6 my time.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be able to go on after for sure. You said
Okay,
you're going
great.
after, right?
After the event. Yeah, we'll send you a link
Yeah.
after the event. Okay, bitchin'. Thank you everyone for coming on. I watched all your videos today, Hiller. Thank you when I worked out.
Which one did you? What are you thanking me for? Did you like? I made the one with all the. Did you see the Fight Club clip one?
Yes.
The one on Daniel Brandon. I thought you'd like that.
Yes. Very good. They were all good. They came. I worked out for an hour today. I watched 4 of your videos.
Oh, 1 hour. Yeah, 40-minute video.
And took notes. And I'm trying to still want to do the Hillerfoot video on Sunday. Whew, it's gonna be tough.
Whoa.
I'm ready for it. We're ready.
Ken Walters gets the last word. Sevi, that's one of the best in 500 episodes. Thanks,
Thanks,
brother. I think we're just.
What did you guys peak out as viewers wise?
I'll tell you as soon as we get